Okay, so D3. I want to do a bit more about what is D3. In this time, I'm going to ask you, tell you symptoms. Okay. So when you think of symptoms, I want you to think of a few things. I want you to think of high and low. Okay. High and low what? Right. High and low dose. High and low dose. What else could it be? Efficiency. Oh, rather than intake, just like amount available. Body. Okay. So you might refer to the amount you take or the amount that's available in your body. Okay. Another thing it can mean is efficiency. Okay. Efficiency. Because if you have it and it's available in your body, it's not about the dose, but it's about how much you're using of it. Okay, so it could be like compare efficiency in a few ways. One would be efficiency can be like how much you use. Okay, how much you use, and another one can be how successfully are you using nutrients with other nutrients, for example. Okay, because you're going to be looking at like you've got it, you took 500 milligram, but you only get so many hundreds of milligrams instead because your body can only grab so much. It's also the problem about how much of those nutrients are being used with other nutrients. So you're pairing nutrients. If you have this nutrient, you need that nutrient, right? Take lots of calcium, but you don't take K2, you'll get dizzy. Okay. If you take lots of calcium, but you don't have K2, you'll vertigo, for example, or another symptom. Okay. Or another symptom. Okay, you'll have a deficiency of K2 because you're going to use too much K2. You don't have enough K2 to manage calcium. Okay, so what happens when you have high calcium? Symptoms of hypercalcemia, insofar as K2 is concerned, would result, for example. So, you want to think like, if I take D3, if D3, then what? Right? Then K2, like before. If D3, then I won't do K2 now though. I'll just show you this part to you. Okay. I gotta get used to this itchy beard thing. Oh well. people who scratch their beards. Okay. I need nose trimmers. But anyway, D3 then K2. If D3 then magnesium, for example. Okay. So you kind of think like pair nutrients. You're taking D3, but what are you doing with how D3 is being used in your body, right? What happens if you have lots of D3 but no magnesium? Then you don't use your D3, right? Like, no magnesium is D3 not used. Oops, not used in the body. Okay, for example. So, take care.